Welcome back to lecture number 3 in Scratch development for everyone. Today we will learn more about Scratch. So in the previous 2 lectures we learned that Scratch is a tool that we can use it to build games by dragging and dropping blocks, code blocks. And this tool is created by MIT for unleashing the developer potential in your brain. That's the 2 important points we have to talk about. Today we get more introduced to Scratch, and our project today has a name of animate letters or bouncing letters. That's how it can be called. So let's review the simple instructions on the left. At the left we have simple instructions like move and turn. Here the empty rectangle where we're gonna put our code in, and on the right side we have a panel that we're gonna see the output of our code. So let's first delete this spirit and we're gonna add a new one from here. We're gonna add a letter, so we're gonna start by letter A. You can see on the right here we have the output of our letter A, and as we discussed earlier, Scratch is used for creating applications or games by dragging and dropping. So intuitively we're gonna drag and drop some of the instructions here to the right side. So the first task we want to do today is we want to change the color of the letter on the right. So let's check for the looks. We're gonna look for something that changes the color. Yes, we found an instruction called change color by 25%. If you're gonna try to hit run now, nothing will happen. So we have to sort of bind or link this event, link this instruction to something. For example, we have to go to the events here. When I click that green flag over there, I have to execute some instructions. This is the entry point of your application. So you have to add another instruction here. So when you click that green flag, the color of the A letter will change by 25. Let's just hit run. We have that. Yes, now that's your first task as a developer. That's very great. So again, what we did is just simply take this instruction from events. When the green flag is clicked, this is the entry point of your application. So whenever you want to run something, you have to bind it to an event. So like, for example, when this green flag is clicked, or when a space is clicked, this is a button, so you have to click the space button in your keyboard, or you do any other events that we will discuss later. So the first thing we have to do is just to drag this event here, and we're gonna change the look of our A to change the color. So we're gonna just go down there and look again for yes, it's already here. Change color effect by 25%. So if we try again, we can increase that to 50 and try again. You see that the color is changing. That's it. Once you say, like, if you stop, if you start again, the color will change. So it's a one-time instruction. Later we'll discuss if you want to do more, if you want to change the loops, if you want to reset the color to something else. Okay? The second lesson we will learn today is how to change the direction of something. So if we're gonna start with another letter, let's go for letters again and go for the B. So this is a new spirit or a new character or a new letter, whatever the simplest form of the information you can perceive, just keep it simple. So the B is another letter. Again, we have to, for everything, we have to keep an event for it. So the action or the instruction or the code we write below is linked to that event. So we have when the green flag is clicked, we want to do something else. We want to do some motion. So what the motion we're going to do, you can just select randomly any one of them, or you're just going to select to the turn. For example, let's the turn, yes, the turn. Let's start. We can see that the bee is moving. We can increase the flag like this with make it like 50 and run. You can see that the bee is turning by 50 degrees every time. You can see that just right below here. You see that if you add the 50s, you see the instruction, see the angle is increasing. Okay, this is exercise number 2. I would like you to pause the video and try to do it yourself and feedback with the comments with what you did. I'll just give you like 5 minutes for that. Okay, welcome back. I hope you did the exercise properly, and if anything just stopped you or something, just feedback in the comments. Let's go for exercise number 3. Letter C. We're gonna change the size. So as simple as possible, we're gonna go for events. Let's just learn more about that. Let's add to we usually use the when the green flag is clicked. So we're gonna use the when the spirit is clicked. So when I click this spirit or this character or this letter, I want to do something else. Let's say let's change the size of it, how it looks. Let's go for the change of size by 10. I'll just try that now. You see, we can see the letter is increasing once I click it. Okay, this is the C letter. So once you have reached this big size, you have to get back and increase the size by 10%. It will keep increasing forever. So as a step that we will learn later is the reset step. The reset step is a step that we do to reset the values to the initial position or initial state. This is the third exercise we learned today. So we have discussed many exercises. We're going to make a review at the end of this video. I would like you to pause the video and try this yourself and feedback. The last one we're going to learn today is how to make another. We can use anything actually. It's a very creative thing. For the D, we're going to try the events like we started usually. When the space is clicked, we're going to turn it by 90 degrees. Let me try that. So let's try the D. We're going to make a space. If I click the space in the keyboard, you can see the D is turning around by 15 degrees. You can actually select any other button if you want. So this is the simple introduction way to do this. The last thing we have today, just as an extra tip, the glit. Let's add another letter. It's the E letter. Let's start by events, maybe the click. Anything, you can select anything actually just. After that we will try the glit. Yes, the glit. So what the difference between there is a glide one and there is a move or go to random position. The difference between this go to and this glide, the point about the go to, it just will, the glide adds this extra feature of smooth movement. This is the extra feature that is added in the glide. So let's try this out for the letter E. You can see how E moves. It moves in a very smooth way. This effect, yes. So today we'll learn about 5 exercises as we have these 5 letters. For A, let's go for the A. For the A, we learned that we can change the color effect by 50. That's very simple. If we just every letter we have to start it by an event. For every block of code we have started by event. So we said when the green flag is clicked, we're going to change the color by 50. This simple event is obtained from the looks. You can go down there and just find the event that we want to do, change color effect. And there is the B event. For letter B, we have tried the motion. We try to turn it by 50 degrees. In the motion events, we find it here. You say you can, it's highlighted in blue actually. So you're gonna move it by, this is the steps, and there is the turn. Yes, turn, that's it, yeah. So the C, we have the C. For the C, we had chosen to change the size by 10 degrees. And there is the difference between the C and the other letters. We have chosen to add the event by the spirit is clicked. So once you click the spirit, you're gonna find some events are occurring. Okay. Why this not occurring? Because we have attached this event. We're gonna add later more events to make the animation look smoother. So the third and the fourth letter D, we have this linked to the space. Once we click the space or press on the space, we're gonna turn the E into the D to turn around. And finally, we have the E letter to glide to a random position, which you're gonna find it's some sort of smooth movement. So those are the 5 exercises we learned today in Bouncing Letters project. I would like you to do them by yourself and feedback if any problems occurred. Thank you for listening and have a great day.